Friday, isn't it? This is really my Friday night? This is what's happening? This is my Friday night. And apparently yours as well. So, welcome. Okay, maybe this is better. Test. Let me know how my mic is, if it's too loud or not. I just moved it up a bunch compared to how it was, so let me know. If it's too loud, too quiet, just right. I can't really test myself, so I'm relying on you guys if it's not right. Check the levels. The levels. Okay. Turn it up a bit more. Alright, we're gonna try this. Okay, now it's at 50. Let me know how. Yes, yes. Just want to make sure my mic is doing it right. Better? Better? Yeah. Dot dot dot. What? Tweak this just a tad. There we go. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to volume stuff right. Ah, shoot me. Nah, I'll just leave it like that. Okay. I don't even know the amount of detail on this fucking shoulder pad. Check it out. I'm not. What do I? What? I think I sculpted it already. What the fuck is good? Simple is good. Remember, it's okay to be simple. You know, you might grow up one day with only like 2 or 3 fingers, and you might think that's a bad thing. But if you think a little differently, it's like, well, I don't have to worry about so many fingers. You know, I only have 2 or 3. Some people have 10. And if you add the toes that they have, because you don't have any toes, if you add the toes they have, that's another 10 on top of that. They have 10 times the problems, you know? So you gotta look at the, what I'm trying to say is you gotta look at the right side. So although this shoulder is simple, I could add another layer on top and kind of give it like a beaten metal, worn metal look. But I'll do it on a layer because I don't want to fuck myself over later on if I decide to that it's not the right look for the object. We'll get into the more fun stuff soon too, like the hair. Thank you. Yeah, you can see also there's a Tide Hunter. Actually, it should be showing now when you see this. Right there, that I did for New Bloom as well with concept artist named Fudgy Wudgy. So I'm trying to do the Lone Druid right now, which is for an artist called Pure, who's a very talented artist as well. So yeah, Lone Druid, we're going to have a True Form, we're going to have a Bear, the whole shebang. Not much time to do it, but I'll be streaming for a while the next couple days. So, yeah. Well, thank you. Let's see what we do here. Have you been playing Dota for a while, Raging? Over here, nice. A little same for me as well. I got into it really when I found out I would be doing art for this. Who's your favorite hero, if I may so ask? Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I love Luna. Luna is a fun lady. I used to play her a lot. Back before I got too afraid to play like a carry. Now I just play support. I think I play with a lot of friends that are in the 4 to 6k range, so I think I'm only like 3.1 or some shit like that, so I'm not very good compared to them, so I have to stay to support, otherwise I get just completely wrecked. I think I've been on a Disruptor kick lately. I like Disruptor a lot. I don't know why I used to be afraid of him. Oh, it's only 27k, no wonder. Looks good to me. Gotta fill up this gap here. You gotta fill that gap, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do some shit. Man, I wish Dota let you, or not Dota, I wish ZBrush would let me plan my strokes beforehand. That would help so much. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, Motanai. What's up, dude? How are you? How's your Lena? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. Fucked up because my wrist hurts a lot and I'm crunching my ass off, but you know, I'll take a break after everything and hopefully heal up. I'm trying to get this shit done. There's not much time, man. I'm just starting Lone Druid, or at least my part of Lone Druid right now. So, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of work to do, but I saw your Lena. Your Lena looked fucking awesome last time I saw it. Did you get it textured yet? Ah, okay, you're texturing now. Stupid Twitch delay. Dude, I can't wait to see that thing. That thing's awesome. From what I've seen so far, it's really nice. Like one of my favorite Lenas. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of it. She's bulky as hell, but it's such a different feel compared to what she has now. All the main colors? Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that shit, man. Are you doing particles and custom icons and custom music, custom voice acting? Actually, that's a good idea. I think, Mont and I think you should do latest voice acting. That would be great if you just released a pack of yourself. Fucker. I want to play Dark Souls. Making me jealous. Taunting me with games. I don't have time for games, you Italian devil. Let's do this on the inside. I think if you did that, just and added it as part of your submission, and just say custom Lena voice lines, that would be hilarious. Let's see, Lena voice. Dota. I mean, it doesn't even have to be good. I think just having extra shit, it's like how people add particles to everything, and 90% of it is really bad, but no one gives a fuck because it's particles, so they get like 1,000 votes anyway. You should do that, right?
Quick!
Oh, see? You got a whole list of them right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You could totally do that. I can hear you saying that. Oh yeah. Yes. Time to hot foot it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not feminine at all. Slash and burn. Bringing the heat. Light 'em up. See? It's easy. I'm fucking doing this shit. I think it would be a good decision. Oh, was that Dark Souls 1 or 2, if I may ask? I played Dark Souls 1 a bit. I played the shit out of Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls came out, and I played that. I think I got to like the 3rd or 4th boss, and something happened. Probably a new game came out or some shit. I played that. A crap load. Oh no, my PS3 broke. That's right, my fucking PS3 stopped reading discs, so I stopped playing that. And then Dark Souls 2 came out, but I haven't had a chance to try it. Nice. So yeah, I'm waiting for the Ultimate Edition of Dark Souls 2 to hit Steam, and then I'll get that. By the way, do you like how long it takes for me to make a line around the outside? This is why my stuff is clean, because I take way too fucking long. But yeah, I wish Demon Souls was on PC, because Demon Souls was actually my favorite one. But then again, I didn't play through Dark Souls yet, so. But it's more like level based as opposed to open world. So there's benefits of both. But I'm glad that there's these old school games available now instead of everything being babied. A lot of games now there's no risk and reward feeling when you play a lot of games nowadays, unfortunately. So I hope thanks to, well, I mean, it kind of happened already thanks to Dark Souls and Demon Souls. We have games like Dragon's Dogma. We have games like what's that one that just came out? It's kind of a Dark Souls clone, Lords of the Fallen, I think, something like that. But we're getting more of these games that are like more punishing now too. So I'm glad it started that trend at least. Yeah, that actually reminds me of older, not being able to figure something out unless you read it. It reminds me of old PlayStation 1 games, where you had to you had to be either really clever, or you had to look it up. Like there's some shit in like old Final Fantasies, like you would never know to do that normally. Some of the clever ones were like, I don't know if you ever played Metal Gear Solid, but like Psycho Mantis. Well, no. The Psycho Mantis thing is you'd actually look into your memory card and see the other games you're playing and kind of like freak you out when he asks you how you're enjoying Castlevania or whatever. But there's like a radio station you're supposed to call, and they don't tell you where to get the number to call. You're supposed to like call, Merrill or whatever, and they never tell you what the number is. But it's actually on the back of the box. So if you had like a used copy without the box, you'd just be fucked, or you have to look it up online. They actually hid the secret on the fucking box art, which is crazy. €13 is a pretty good price, man. That's not bad. I've heard it was pretty good. So you're itching for more DS-ish stuff. Yeah, I agree. I'm assuming you mean era, because yeah, PlayStation 1 had a lot of like, everyone was trying new IPs and new things. That was a really good time for games. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Do some morph targets. Some motherfucking morph targets. Yeah, dude. I agree. A lot of newer games. There's very little creativity when it comes to new games now too, because all the companies are spending a lot of money, so they want to play it safe. So almost no one makes anything that has any interest to it, unfortunately. And yeah, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, they did the same thing to me, where it's like it reminded me of that time where you kind of had to figure out some more stuff by yourself. I like their implementation of online too. I thought that was good. What was I gonna say? You made a good point about that stuff. I remember watching. They had a stream earlier today of H1. Was it H1Z1, the new Sony DayZ game, the zombie game? And I'm looking at it, and it's like a slightly more polished version of DayZ, but not really at the same time. And I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, clearly they want a piece of the DayZ money. The game doesn't even look that much better. Like, it looks better because DayZ, apparently they don't really want to make that game because it still looks like it does fucking 2 years ago. But I'm watching the combat, and it's just them attacking zombies, but it's just this. Like, you hit them 30 times and then they go down. And I can't help but wonder why they don't put more effort into a combat system that makes sense. Especially a lot of zombie stuff should be tense. Like, you see like shit like The Walking Dead on TV show. Usually zombies are down in like 1 or 2 hits because you have to fucking hit them in the head, or decapitate them, or their jugular, or some kind of crap. And it feels like if they made a combat system revolving around more precise stuff, or else you're kind of screwed instead of just standing there swinging, the mood of the game overall would be a lot more intense. But I don't know. Yo, what's up, Travis? Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking. I didn't even pay attention to what I was saying. Oh, it's called H1Z1. It's from Sony. They just showed the alpha, or the pre-alpha, today. So it's supposed to be like a DayZ clone, but with Sony Online behind it. And Sony's really hit or miss. Like, Sony can do really nice stuff, but at the same time, they also tend to fuck things up. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, there's not much. They're showing off the fog a lot, and there's some vehicles and whatnot. And the UI looks a lot better than DayZ already. I'm just bitter about DayZ because I've waited for the last 2.5 years to play that game, and it doesn't look like it's improved at all. I know they've made a bunch of changes, but it still looks and controls like ass. And then they released a standalone one that's somehow even worse than the mod one. So it's just left me a little bitter. This specific item is this shoulder piece. So I'll show you the concept real quick. This is not the final concept, but it gives you an idea of the direction. You'll see the final concept a little later. We changed up the colors and the materials a bunch. For example, this is now dark leather. The sleeves are gone. The hair is completely different. But this piece in general is the shoulder pad. So I'm just taking my sweet ass time on it. You can still see that summons and stuff are pretty close to what they're gonna be. Yeah, I know that feeling about now after you finish something that you're really engrossed in. It's been a while since I've been able to play a game like that so often. I was doing Dragon Age for a bit, and then New Bloom came up. Well, hopefully, it feels more Chinese than Japanese. We changed it up to make him feel a little more rugged, like Lone Druid. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah, thank you, sir. Dude, you should do Mass Effect 3. I played the shit out of Mass Effect 1 and 2. I love 2. It's one of my favorite games. But then I just never played 3. Like, I was working at 38 at the time, and I got it for $5. I played multiplayer a bunch with my friend, but I never actually beat the game. And because all I heard was a controversy about the, what's it called? The ending. But the game's still super fun, so I really should finish that sometime. Alright, I'm gonna have to bullshit whatever's happening up here. This is definitely a little bigger than it should be, but whatever. We're good. We're good. Oh, really? You hated? What did you hate about Mass Effect 2? Did you not like do all the side missions and didn't get any of the people or something like that? I did all that shit. I went insane. Yeah, they have some DLC for the ending, right? I definitely still want to play through it. Whenever I give myself a chance, because more games are coming out all the time. I'm fucking myself over. Hate this shit. Whenever it comes to the middle, I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's kind of cool, I guess. No, you're absolutely right. It is mostly side missions, but a lot of them were pretty good. But yeah, I don't blame you about that part. Most of the game was optional. It really was. Okay, that kind of looks like boobs. Maybe I should rethink that. Just trying to duplicate the feel of it. Maybe I could do like a big bubble. Yeah, maybe simple is better. Yeah, something like that's kind of cool. Thank goodness for undo, otherwise I'd be fucked. I'll just wait. See what he says. Well, Mass Effect 1 was like super fresh too at the time. What's up, Chris? Yeah, Mass Effect was really fresh when it first came out. And the music's so good too, you know? What do I want to do with this? I'm just gonna actually leave that for the time being. Let's see. I wish you could sculpt on stuff after you added a fucking layer. Nope, not creamery. Creamery. There we go. Time. Yeah, yeah, that's true too. I think didn't they change something with the combat? The way stop and go, like giving orders and stuff happened. I can't even say that actually. It's been so fucking long since I played. When I think about it, I beat Mass Effect 2 during my first game industry job back in fucking what was that? Like 2008? Did it come out? Like that? That's a fucking old game now, isn't it? This makes me really sad. Don't want to beat this up at all. I can save it a little and I'll beat it up a little later. Let's do the next. Let's do the hair. The hair should be fun, right? Well, they are making a Mass Effect 4, even though it was supposed to originally be a trilogy. They are making a Mass Effect 4. I don't know if it's going to be a MMO or anything. They talked about expanding it. I don't think it's going to be an MMO. But I will say the graphics for Mass Effect later on, fucking gorgeous. So I can't wait to see what they do next gen. Like with all the lighting and stuff, a sci-fi game like that. Oh my god, that's gonna be fucking nice. Oh, how do I drink? Yeah, I am looking forward to that release. Alright. Time to stop dying here. Let's do the hair. So where is the hair? So this is the closer to latest concept, quote unquote, that I could show you guys. So there's still obviously stuff to change and whatnot. So no image of let me go and body count real quick. There's another view of the latest. Okay, well that's not the same hair. The new hands and everything you get. I guess I could just kind of go hog wild on the hair since there's no actual 2D for it. Yeah, the new hands for these things. This is gonna be fun with Up and Sculpt. Such limited time. I'm scared. At least Pure blocked out a lot of this shit. Alright. But yeah, so color-wise, we're going to go more this direction for color composition. Because you see the default up here. So it's bringing lower in line. You know, we're going to be really risky already. So we wanted to kind of pull it back a bit and not have it be as risky. You know, we still want this to have a chance of getting in. So as much as I really do like the blue and everything, like I'm a big fan of the blue, and I'm going to try to pull back some blue-green if I can. But you know, he has both in there already, so I think I'd rather play it safe, considering how much different the feel is going to be. But you can see we removed the sleeves, which makes it feel more lone druidish, I guess, and the helmet. But we still got the cool shoulder pads, the claws, the breastplate, all that stuff. The cloth armor, whatnot. We got a low-ass budget for that, unfortunately. But these guys are staying the same. We might add some cyan into them, though. But the summons are mostly the same. The kind of ram bear kind of thing. So, yeah, sheep ram. So we're doing like half bear, half ram. So the body is like very bear-esque and everything. And then he kind of has the horns and features of the face of a bear, or of a ram, sorry. Same with the bear down here. I gotta figure out what we're doing with the mouth, because I believe the mouth does open, so that'll be close. And I'll have to bug Pure from a top view to see what kind of color looks like. But outside of that, yeah, it's pretty good to go. I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna look really cool on game, so we'll pull this closer in line. I'll push a little more for more color distinction from the original, but it should be cool. It feels quite different still. Hopefully they see it as somewhat Chinese. We'll see. See how that goes. Thank you, sir. Okay. Actually, let's do these first, and then the hair. Who are you on Gath, by the way? Are you a lurker, or... a lurker? Oh. Or are you someone that does the whole Dota gaff thing often. So let me save it again just in case. Sometimes it likes fucking up. That's not too bad. Yeah, alright. Oh, thank you, Zero Mesher, for being awesome. Let's back over here. No, Andrea, I'm not talking to you. Sorry, I was talking to Chris. He came from NeoGaf. I just shared in the Dota thread that I was going to be streaming a little, because I don't really share that often when I'm doing shit like this. I'm very... For some reason, I feel like a dick if I share when I'm streaming or not. I'm like, maybe I'll tweet it. I don't know. You know, I'm very... I don't know. I don't like sharing that I'm doing it for whatever fucking reason. I'm an idiot. Alright, so let's... You know about this trick, right? Botnai? I'll give you a second. Multi-eye. So when you, you know, when you move stuff, it normally does this shit. And when you rotate, it normally does this shit. You know about when you're on move, holding Alt, right? Hold Alt, and you could get this weird... It makes it a lot easier to change tips of things, because if I wanted to point that up with the move tool, it'd be like really annoying and shitty and I'd have to correct it a bunch of times. But depending on where you know, put the transpose, you probably know this shit, I'm just double checking. You can get really fine shapes, so. Shit, you know more than Zero Shine I do, but this is, I stumbled upon this accidentally. So I just want to share if I could. Sweet. Alright, well, I'm glad I was able to teach something new there. Because there's that, and then there's the alt smooth that I just didn't know for the longest time. Alt smooth, obviously, like go shift while you're in the middle of smoothing. And it helps get rid of, like, you know, stars and stuff. But, hell yeah, dude. And of course, you're already done with the Lena sculpt, so. I am looking forward to seeing all the entries. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff that we haven't seen posted on Polycount. Probably a lot of shit, actually. So I'm a little worried. I'm a little scared because a lot of like the amazing people don't post or share anything, and you can't blame them this day and age. It kind of people stay busy and whatnot, but I'm scared of what some of that shit's gonna look like. Because it's probably gonna be really good. But we'll see how Valve handles it too. How many they submit? You know, maybe it'll be 2 chests, something like that, and a singles chest or something. Whatever happens. I don't know how many there are already. Actually, that's a great question. I haven't seen that many because I'm assuming most people are keeping them private. I know a couple people are doing 2 or 3 each. Actually, I only know one person doing 2 or 3. But I'm sure there's other people out there that will try to do what we did last year with Storm and Ember and Earth. So we'll see. You know, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I have no idea, man. It's a little risky, but I like it. I'm really happy with the direction, especially after people gave feedback. That was really good feedback that people gave us. Because he draws shit, and I'm like, that's cool. I'll do it. That's cool. And then people come and like bring us back into reality a little. Where it's like, well, it would be a little better if you did this. And they're right, you know. So we take it into consideration and stuff. Yeah, sets. I know one person is doing like two sets that work interchanging. And then there's probably gonna be people like Danny Dem or something that come out just out of nowhere and have something amazing. You know, the people that don't typically share their stuff on Blog Count. It's funny, if you look at Lone Druid in the game, look under his armpit and it's just missing. He just does not have a body. It's really funny because you can see it in the loadout pretty easily. You just look right under his shirt and it's just all void of nothingness. But you never see it in the game. So it's like, yep. What's up, dude? Oh, nice. Where'd you see that? I would love to check it out. I know I've seen Chemicalalia and Dry's Spectre. That came out really well. I know some people are really divisive on it because it's very colorful. I think they did a really good job. It's a bit bulky, but I actually like that. So we'll see how it's received. It's so hard to predict what people are going to feel, you know, if they're going to like it or not. Juggernaut has so many amazing sets already. It's almost a shame when people do more for him, but the cool part about Jug sets is that they're also fucking different too. It's going well. How are you, dude? How have you been? I know it's been a while since I've streamed. Had a lot of shit happen, so I'm looking forward to streaming more. Let's pull this up a bit. Yes, pull this down a little. Yeah, dude, fuck Juggernaut. Seriously. Fuck Juggernaut. Although lately I've been seeing, honestly I've been seeing fucking, what is it? Phantom Assassin has been just like fucking wrecking people left and right lately. I see her in every game and she's always a cunt. Especially if people don't know how to handle her. And then there's one other hero that's just been destroying people lately. I forget who it is though. That's like every other game. It's not Void. Void is good, but like there's PA. I was complaining about this earlier today, and one other hero that was just ridiculous. What was it? I was watching. It was in the one of the pro games earlier today. I don't know, but they were destroying Juggernaut, and I felt bad. I was like, wow, I can't do anything against him. I see Axe picked a lot lately too. Lion, dude, I fucking love Lion. But Lion is ridiculous. No, there's not going to be custom particles or animations. That's a little... Valve actually specifically asked no custom animations this time. Or, sorry, not custom animations. They asked for no custom particles. Because they're reworking the system and trying to get it into a way that works for a lot of people. So yeah, there's... If anyone submits with custom particles, chances are they're not going to go in with the particles. But who knows? There's probably going to be someone that comes out and goes fucking apeshit with it. And then they'll be like, well, people like it. We'll see. Alright, let's actually start fucking sculpting. I know Mott9, you're probably watching and you're like, how is he getting so little done over so much time? In which case I say, fuck you. French. Oh, let me see what you got here. This is the Jugger. That's not Juggernaut, that's Sven. Saying Juggernaut. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at these guys. Thanks. Okay, this is what you're talking about. I think I did see this. This is crazy. So something about the Chinese artists I see, like the Perfect World guys that do a lot, is they're really fucking detailed. Like, to a point where it's almost too noisy, but they do a really good job of it. They have some fucking talented artists. Animation's a little chip choppy, but they're pretty good. Damn, dude. Juggernaut looks so different in all the sets. It's crazy. That's really nice. Oh, I've seen this one. Okay. I didn't know it was done already. It's a little too yellow for me, but they did a really good job with the sculpt. I like the red. It's a little bold. But he does turn red when he does his thing. That's cool. Yeah, no, I agree. They kind of do. I would love to make an Ember set. I would love to. Oh, fuck. There we go. Sometimes, there we go. I lose the sensitivity. That's weird. Yeah, I did Cardi. That was a long time ago. I'm surprised it went in. Yes and no, Rurixo. I do, but at the same time, let me put it this way, I do now. A lot of stuff I did in the past was because we were working a lot with tournaments and third parties, and I'm not planning on doing that anymore, which gives me a lot more creative control. You know, so yeah, I would hope to make an Ember set sometime this year. I made Storm, I made Earth, I'd like to make Ember. Yeah, but on my plate is I just finished a Tide Hunter, doing Lone Druid right now. Then I'm gonna do a Witch Doctor and an Invoker. So that's on my current to-do list. You hear that, Mott and I? Don't do Witch Doctor or Invoker. On my hit list, I'll beat you up. We already have Venges competing. Otherwise, I'll come to Italy and we'll make out. You don't want that to happen. I'll come back to this shit. I don't know why I'm wasting time on the cloth right now. Especially because I fucking suck at cloth. Alright, let's do his hair. His hair is a lot more fun to watch, too. Oh, alright, cool. Yeah, you did the Venge, so why not? I'd like to see what a Molten Eye Skyrath would look like. Oh, this fucking hair. Alright, let's see what we do with his hair. Look at this. Look at this Geo. Look at this Geo. The fuck. Jesus. All right. Let's crash. I hope it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh god. Oh god. Let's give it a second. What's the reason for not working with tournaments anymore? Because a lot of them want way more than they deserve, percentage-wise. And a lot of times they'll come back with unreasonable requests, ask for more than you originally agreed upon. A lot of it just comes down to they want a lot as far as work from you, and they're not willing to give you a proportional amount to what the artist deserves to be getting, considering the artist is their source of income as well. We've had a lot of bad experiences in the past working with orgs. There's been a couple good ones and a couple bad ones. I'm not going to name specifics, but that's why. Worked with them a bunch, and it comes down to there's no real incentive, you know. In my eyes, you want to work with a tournament if it's going to benefit both parties. You know, if it's going to make, basically, say it would make $100, if you're going to work with the tournament, you want it to make at least $100 for you, and then whatever extra for them. But a lot of times it would come down to, okay, I said I make $100, but if I do it with an organization, I'll maybe make 30. So what the hell is the point? So it's basically been charity, and that's been my entire last year, basically, is doing work for other people, and I'm done with that. If that makes sense. I'm gonna have to remake this fucking eyebrows. I'll give you names in private. I thought I told you the stories already. That was always fun. We'll talk about that later. Once you finish Lena, because I want that shit. I want to use that set. What's up, Last Town? I agree with you, Remix. It really does suck because a lot of them have this attitude of fuck the artist, you know, and it's kind of fucked up because they're like, oh, you should be happy to get anything. It's like, well, wait a second. Why is it on our backs to pay the prize pool, to pay the players' funding, to pay the extra cost of the tournament? And it took a lot of us, you know, close to a year to realize how bad the deal was for us. I think everyone was really excited to do it at first because we're like, oh, you know, better chance to get something in, and you know, you get association. You think it would make more, but a lot of times it just wound up being a mistake. So that's that. That's the story of that. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Oh, it's combining them. Oh, shitballs. Okay, so let's do this. That's cool. Okay. Cool. Okay, that's much cooler. Oh, interesting. Oh. Alright, I'm fine with that. Cool. Okay. I have to do the fucking eyebrows. It was hilarious looking eyebrows. Let me save it. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I went through a big transitional period. I was moving and Christmas and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna be streaming a lot more often now. At least while I'm doing this set, and then I might have a little break. But yeah. But yeah, now you're right. You might not get stuff in as often, but you know what? It'll make up for it. So I was doing like what, 10 items or like 4 sets worth to get what someone else was getting from 1 set, if even, which is clearly a lot less effort and time spent. So I'd be, doing 16-hour days for a while, and it didn't make sense to do that. It's better if I scale down, enjoy my life a little, and do it for myself and see how it goes. So. But yeah, it was a good experience. So I got to meet a lot of people. We got flown out to fucking Germany, which was really nice. I can't complain about that. Got to meet Mr. Multenai and a bunch of other awesome people. So I don't regret that at all. That was fucking cool. All right, let's do these eyebrows real quick. Kind of like him, just funny eyebrows. Hmm? Sorry, just entertaining myself. Oh no, not doing it. Shit. Oriental Axe. I think the guy that concepted this set is actually doing an axe set. Here, I can show you the concept. He's actually doing an axe set as well. So he's doing the Lone Druid with me and an axe set with one of his friends. So I don't know if it is Oriental enough for you, but I'll show you what it is. Jeez, really a whole nother page? Impure. There you go. So they're probably going to tweak it a bunch too, but that's the direction they're going. Monkey King. So it'll probably be evolved a little from there, but he is doing an axe set, so hopefully that's up your alley. Montenai, what happened to the Elder Titan set that you were doing? I remember seeing that a long time ago. I was like, wow, that's fucking rad. But was that ever submitted? that? It's just a, well, it's called Lord of the Eastern Clan, but it's just a lone druid set last time. That might not be the final name, but the idea was Lord of the Eastern Clan. I do have a YouTube channel. It's just bounch effects. I don't post as much as I should. There's some time lapses of older things. Let's see if I can find it for you. There we go. So I have actually a recording of I recorded all of the Tidehunter being made. I need to make that into a video though, so I have a complete time lapse from the beginning all the way until it's textured the Tidehunter set. But that won't be up until after this stuff is done, so that'll probably be up in 2 or 3 weeks when I have time to render it out. It's like 50 gigabytes of video. It's stupid. Let's just hide that. How about that? We'll just hide it. There's so many gaps. What's with the gaps? That's not cool. Wow. Alright, let's try to fix that right now. Nope. Alright, well, must be dynamish. Mesh. There we go. I need a little more though. Cool. Okay. Give me 1 second, I gotta turn the heat down. Hot in here. Okay. What do you mean? He's still in Texas. Is that what you mean? Or maybe he's visiting his parents. What? I don't know what that means. Well, tonight, clarify. No, man, I moved to Seattle. That's what I was doing in November. So I'm in Seattle now. Yeah, really. Fucking awesome here. See? Because I didn't really like Texas and I wanted to move. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty cold, but I grew up in New York, man. I'm used to the cold. This shit ain't nothing. I mean, it is cold, but you gotta keep in mind also Texas is just really fucking hot. So. What? It's just a. It's outside. There's trains and shit. There's a bridge to the side. I mean, it's nighttime. You're not gonna see much. I have a hairbrush. Why don't I use that? Do I have it installed? I don't know how well it would look here though. Let's see if I can load it. If it doesn't break my machine. Hold on, let's save it. It's been so long since I've done hair, I'm not confident in it at all, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm on the 3rd floor, but I'm not like, you know, it's not too crazy. Not too crazy. Wow, that's really strong. There we go. Yeah, right. I wish I could afford that. I'm renting this from one of my friends that I used to work with. Can't afford that yet. Maybe if we get something in for a new bloom, right? That could be the hope. Oh yeah, that picture. Wait, no, which picture is that? That might be a really old image. Yep, that's a really old image. That's from like fucking 2000 something. It's old. It's from my first job. Yeah, I like pen and paper RPGs. I don't play them as often as I'd like. But I did find an amazing. I found like this sick card and board game place, like less than a mile from me. They have like D&D night or some shit, or I think it's Pathfinder. So I'm probably gonna start going to that and see if I can pick up Pathfinder and not be too horrible. Let's see what the small one's like. This is going to be Lone Druid. So yeah, Lone Druid right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to do hair while Matsunai laughs at me from his Italian man cave. Thank you. Thank you, Jack. For the head, I might even be able to make it asymmetrical. We'll see. See how I feel about that. See how I feel about that. You're right, Jay. I was just talking to my friend about this earlier. Here they are. I'm borderline afraid to open them because these ones are still working, and I use my speakers so much that I'm waiting for these to just completely deteriorate before I open these. I want to open them really bad. You don't understand, but I'm still using these. These are starting to fuzz, so I'll be on these soon enough. I guess I'm just afraid that I'll open them up and I'll either A, wind up breaking them immediately, or B, wind up not liking them that much. So clearly I have to just wait until the warranty period's over and then open them and then regret my decision. Now I'm sure they're gonna be really good. I'm just being a dick about it. Shh. Shut up. It's not my fault. I mean, it is my fault, but you know. You know. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, yes. Alright. Back to hair. Yeah, like these are sign-hiders too. I actually like them a lot. I just got way better ones that I need to use. When React is gonna make fun of me. I wish I could find reference for someone that has... I guess I could. This kind of hair. I just gotta do it logically, right? That's what hair is. It's pretty logical. It's tough. You could do art, but it doesn't mean you know stuff. Oh, man. I had to design the hair, essentially, because I didn't get any from PR, so it's kind of me making it up. You know what I mean? I have to design the hair as I'm doing it. It has to be bold enough to read from above, so all this stuff is just basically giving me ideas of where to put the detail. It's kind of like, I mean, you do this, React, is that when you're doing art, sometimes you'll start with a blank canvas and then just kind of make a bunch of bullshit strokes, and it's like, what do you see in the bullshit? And that's kind of here what I'm doing with the hairs. I just made a bunch of bullshit strokes, and now I'm like, okay, what can I pull out and emphasize to make it more important, or not? You know what I mean? Because you zoom back here and you look at this hair right here, and there's nothing there. It's just a smooth, cylindrical shape. So what I want to do eventually, when I get to it, you know, is cut into it more, so that we start getting some form that might feel like hair. You know. And it's going to be exaggerated, it's going to be stylized, it has to be, you know, to read at this scale. But you also don't want to make it noisy. If you do too many, for example, if I took these three and I just kept doing that over and over, you'll see some models like that. That doesn't look nearly as good. It may, as a artist or as a viewer, you may think, okay, well, hair is a lot of strands, so let's make a lot of lines. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best result, though. Yeah, it's like a top knot ponytail kind of thing. It's a callback to Lone Druid's his default has like this thing behind him, so this shape is just kind of a callback to that. Plus, you know, some Chinese, Asian influences. They can have their hair up like that. At least I've watched some kung fu movies, so I'm pretty much an expert. No, it's pure as design, but he does a little more research than I do. I'm just kind of going with it. And one mistake that I have to fight with a lot is not giving enough form to the sculpt. Like a lot of times it'll just be surface detail, and you don't want to just do surface detail. And another issue is if you just have lines that are the same width over and over, that's boring, and I'm doing it right here, so I need to spruce it up a bit. So let's thin this one, and let's also get rid of it down here. It's boring if you just have a line that's repeated like that, unless repetition is a big theme in what you're doing, and it's intentional.